Yes, man. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. Come on. I see you blending in, Anton. Come on.
I'm a blender.
Mix it all up. You make things connect, right? I see you see what I did there. Ladies and gentlemen, another brand new episode is what it is. And a hello to everyone that's joining us. And welcome to an exciting episode of Lead Now. And just in case you don't know, I go by the name of Rendani Tshivhula, aka Rendi, your number one MC. And I'm joined by
Anton Venter, a.k.a. Anton Venter.
There we go. And I think he's going to keep this one, yeah?
Yes, I think I'm going to keep this
For those who've been joining us in this amazing series, you would know that this show is all about covering all the major significant aspects around the concept of leadership. And a big shout out to Dr. John C Maxwell, of course, for the 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership. Come on, he deserves a round of applause. There we go. Yeah. I see you. I see you in the zone, Anton. Today,
yes, I'm connecting.
And you've been connecting with nature as well, yeah?
Yes.
But we hit our double figures today. We're on leadership law number 10, which is the law of connection. And I think we don't need to waste any time. Anton, for someone who doesn't understand, what is the law of connection all about?
It's all about connecting with people.
Okay.
Right, that's how simple it is. The fact is, people are more important than things. And leadership is about people.
Yeah.
Right, so good leaders know that connecting with their people is one of the most important things that they need to do. So if I really connect with my followers, then I'll create followers who will be willing to walk through walls for me.
Come on.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I can say that because that's positions I've been in. I've worked under leaders where we formed a great connection. I tell you, you will really go to bat for that guy.
Yeah. I love that. So what you're saying is, you know, how you connect with people determines what type of leader you are, whether you're a good leader.
Not necessarily.
Okay.
You know, leadership is about more than just connecting with people. You still have to be competent in various skills of leadership. So you could have a fantastic connection with people, but not necessarily lead. You know? That's also what we got to understand. I mean, just take our former president as an example.
Okay.
Right? He is one of the most loved people in the country. Amongst these people. So Jacob Zuma knew how to connect with these people. I'll never forget, we were on our way back from a Transkei hike the one year, and we were driving through KwaZulu-Natal, and then a little town called Bulwer, we were stopped.
Yeah.
You know, and the traffic didn't move for about 20 minutes because Jacob Zuma was there in the town of Bulwer, busy talking to the people, and they stopped the traffic till he left so he could have a clear road in front of him.
Come on.
Right, so they went, and then they opened again and we could travel.
Yeah.
So he was talking to the community in Bulwer. And then about 10 kilometers further on, we get stopped again.
Yeah.
And that's where he went to go speak to the next community.
Come on.
So literally, that's what he did. He would use that time, and that was during the December holidays.
Yeah.
You know, he would go around to all the little villages in KwaZulu-Natal and speak to the people, connect to the people. The Zulu people love him.
Yeah.
Because he spent so much time with them.
Yeah.
I mean, which other president would go out to the little rural villages to go and speak to the people? Understand? And that is what his X factor was.
Yeah.
He formed that connection.
Yeah.
Did it make him a great leader? Not necessarily.
Yeah.
Okay.
I hear what you're saying. Let's jump into, you know, if you're connecting with people, can you be a good leader without strong connections, though? Because now the first question was opposite.
Yeah. Unfortunately not. So when you connect well with people as a leader, you're a better leader, but it doesn't make you a perfect leader.
Yeah.
But if you don't connect with your people as a leader, then unfortunately you're not a leader.
Even if you have all the attributes.
No. Remember, leadership is about people.
Yes.
So I have to connect with people. That's what it's about. So I lead people, I manage things.
Yeah.
So that's where a lot of guys go wrong. They think it's all about management and control. So you control your people, you manage your people, you make sure everyone do what they do. So you never really form that connection with the people you work for.
Yeah.
You know, and therefore you are never really a good leader. You might be a brilliant manager.
Yeah.
But you're not really a good leader. In actual fact, there are some leaders or some guys in leadership positions who say publicly that you have to create distance between yourself and the people you lead. So You know, you don't fraternize with the staff. That type of setup.
Hierarchy.
Yeah, and that is not right. Because if I do not form a connection and meet you at your level, then how do I really become a loved leader?
Yeah.
The reality is, leaders who really invest in their people, who really connects with their people, they become so loved that people will walk through walls for them.
Come on.
That is how you get loyalty from your people.
Yeah. Now, let's take it back to connection, all right? And I think it's quite a critical question, you know, for people who really want to understand it. How does one form connections and strong connections with people?
There's a couple of ways, and I'll list them now. But basically, it comes down to the fact that you want to connect.
Okay.
So you must reach with your heart out to other people. You must care.
Yeah.
You know, John C Maxwell, he has a lovely quote that I'm going to quote for you. It says, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care.
That's powerful.
That's a principle.
You have to.
So people want to know that you care about them. That is the foundation of that connection. It's about me actually taking my eyes off myself and putting my eyes onto you.
Yeah.
So typically there's a couple of ways how we form those connections. The first thing is be sincere, be genuine, and be authentic.
Yeah.
Don't be fake or pretend to care. You know, so when you're forming connections, it must come from a place of, I really want to connect with you.
Yes.
Right, that is my heart. I want to get to know you. I want to build a relationship. That's the first step. The second thing is you have to be approachable. If you are this cold, distant person, then no one is going to want to connect with you. So you might reach out to them, but if you are sending out the wrong vibes,
intimidate,
then they're not reaching back.
Yeah.
You know, that's how simple it is.
Yeah.
So you have to be approachable. Have a sense of humor, man.
Yeah.
Right. Laughing helps. Being friendly helps.
Yeah.
Be warm, be open, be friendly. Those things help to build a relationship, to cross the bridge, and to form the connection. So a smile and open body language, it goes a long way.
Yeah.
You know, so imagine you're trying to connect to somebody and they're giving you these negative vibes by the way they look at you. And, you know, when I speak to people, it often happens. So I addressed a group of high-powered individuals the other day. It was a government delegation. Yeah. And I was delivering a motivational talk to these guys. And at the beginning, I said to them, you know, I just want you to close your laptops and switch off your phones and really just focus on me, turn your body to me so that we can connect.
Yes.
And there's this one guy who just didn't open up. He just sat like this at his desk the whole time. His head was down. He was looking at whatever was in front of him. He didn't make eye contact with me once.
Yeah.
Now, I didn't form a connection with that guy.
Yeah.
With everyone else in the room, I did.
Yeah.
You know? So your body language plays a big role. And then very important is listen.
Yes.
So you must be a good active listener. Some people think I form a connection by talking you to death. Right. That is one way. That is one-way traffic. Remember, forming the connection goes both ways. Give me your hand. Right. There we connect now. See, it is both of us that are connecting.
Yeah.
It's not just one guy that's grabbing. That's the point.
Yeah.
So both of us must connect. So therefore, it's important that I actually listen to you.
Yeah.
So we have to become good at active listening. That is a very, very important skill. So look the person in the eye, respond when they talk, okay? Show the right body language, ask good questions, okay? And be interested in them. Be interested in what they have to say.
Yeah.
Okay, that comes back to that authenticity.
Yeah.
Okay. And then, very, very, very important, the most precious commodity on earth.
Come on.
Is time.
Ooh.
Okay.
You reckon?
Yes. You were going to say water.
I was going to say water.
Okay,
yeah.
now water, if you use water, it stays in the cycle.
Yes.
So you drink it, later on you are going to defecate it in some way, but it's going to stay in the earth cycle.
Yes.
So water is never lost.
Okay.
However, time, once you've used time, it's gone forever.
I have to, Anton. I have to. Yeah. He got me today, and I agree with it.
So time is your most precious commodity.
Yeah.
And when you give people your time, you are really showing them a lot of love.
Come on.
Because that's the biggest gift I can give you, is my time. And I want to say to you guys, you know, if you're not a parent already, you're going to become a parent one day, hopefully. And the one thing your kids need more than anything else is your quality time.
Come on.
So when you are at night in front of that TV and you got your kids around you, then put down the flippin' phone.
Yes.
Switch off the TV and just really connect with your kids. Ask them, how's it going?
Yeah.
You know, how was your day? Just spend time with them. Because that is what people really appreciate. That's how you form that connection.
I love that.
Right. And then the last way to form that connection is to really get to know the person. Know a person's name. Okay. I've often mentioned this one specific story, and I'll just mention again about that head boy that I worked with a few years ago. The day before the grade 8 camp, he took photos of all his grade 8s
Yes.
with their names attached. And he memorized those names. The next morning, when those boys arrived, he knew them by name.
Yeah.
Those boys would walk through walls for him because he knew them by name.
Recognize.
That is it. You know, so
Yeah.
get to know people. When people are recognized by their name, then they feel more important.
I love that. I love that. I think that was such a perfect answer. I actually connected with what you were saying. Come on.
Beautiful.
Okay, I wanna bring in a bit of a mix. Quantity and quality.
Yes.
And the reason why I say that, sometimes you have to engage large groups of people.
Yes.
All right. But that takes away from connecting with the individual. How does one create a balance in that scenario?
You see, once again, you want to create time for the individual, but now it's difficult because the individual is part of a larger group.
Yeah.
So let's take coaching, for example. When I coach a rugby team, there's 15 players in front of me.
Yes.
Now, there's an old saying that says there's no I in team.
Yeah.
Okay. The concept is that the team comes first before the individual.
Yes.
I say in my rugby team, there are 15 I's. There's
Come on.
15 individuals that I have to get to know on a personal level.
Yes.
That I have to spend time with and develop each individually. If I develop each I in the team benefits.
Yes.
Same thing when I speak to large groups of people. So now you got a whole crowd of people sitting in front of you. You know, the crowd can intimidate you. So don't look at the crowd.
Yeah.
Identify individuals. So I will pick out people in the audience and I will speak to them. I will make eye contact with them and I will speak to them.
Yes.
That is how I picked up that other guy wasn't interested in what I had to say.
Yeah.
Because I am roaming. I'm trying to connect to different people at different places.
Yeah.
Okay, that is really the best way to do that connection when you work with a large group.
That's quite interesting. I like that. But you see, connection is all about systematic thinking, right? It brings everything together. There's a sense of interdependency, right?
Yeah.
All right. But in summary, because of time, all right, what's the last key thing you'd want to share about the law of connection to the viewer?
Well, you are a leader.
Yeah.
And leadership is about people. And you as a leader cannot control your people. You can control yourself.
Yes.
So when I sit as a leader and I expect people to come to me, to connect to me, then I'm missing it.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm missing the point completely. I have to, first of all, understand that my presence as a leader and the amount of authority that I have in this world and the amount of impact I have in the world is determined by the way I reach out to others.
Yes.
Okay. And that's regardless of your personality. It's about you leading your people by getting to know your people, by forming a connection with your people. That is how you become a great leader. So leadership is about more than just connecting with the people. That's absolutely true.
Yeah.
But to be a great leader, you must have that connection with your team. If you don't have that, then you're not a leader. Then you're just a boss.
Yeah. Come on. That's why he's the leadership guru, and that's why he's my mentor, ladies and gentlemen. And that makes a lot of sense to me. I agree with that. That's the law of connection. And a big shout out once again to Dr. John C Maxwell. I know I'm overdoing it today, right? A bit, just a little bit. A big shout out to Dr. John C Maxwell for this amazing 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership. You know, I think we're learning so much. And a big shout out to you, the viewer, who's been with us since the beginning. We notice you, we're seeing you. And remember, it's not just about you. Share it with many people. Let them connect with the information. Yeah.
We connect with you.
We connect.
You connect with us.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Come on. Come on. Come on. So
Yes.
thank you so much for tuning in until we do it next time on this amazing show called Lead Now.
We've hoped you've enjoyed this episode of Lead Now, proudly brought to you by the School of Leadership Africa. Please remember to follow us on our social media. You can find us on Facebook at the School of Leadership and also on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at SoulAfrica_ZA. Thanks for tuning in.